Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Ryan Dins, and on this episode, we are going to discuss what's happening with Shiba Inu right now. Let's look at the big picture first of all. So, I just made this trend line right now, but if you look at the big picture, I'm going to do 4 hour because we don't want to see all that clutter over there. So, it's been gradually going down in this wedge pattern. You see, there was a breakout there, but if you look at that, it appears that we have just broken out of this descending wedge. And what that could mean for everyone is it is possible that this could be the next big thing to get us to around here in the short term. Obviously we want to get back to here, but one step at a time, people. That's one step at a time. So yeah, I mean, this, if we zoom in a little more, it's clear right here that this broke out, and it broke out on decent volume. Not ridiculous volume, but compared to what it's been, pretty good volume. We're going to have to wait to see what goes on right here, because if we go to a lower time frame, it is dropping very quickly. Now might be a good time to get in. Non-investment advice, do what you want, but like, you didn't want to buy it here, because if you buy it here, you can get a little bit of profit if it just goes right back to there. Obviously, I don't need to tell you that. You already know that. So the question is it going to continue, or is it just a false breakout? Because it could very easily go back to here and continue this long, slow bleeding that's been just killing us. But that's what's been happening. So this could be the first sign that we're going to be out of that. And even if it goes up to here and then goes back to the slow bleeding, at least you can get a little bit of profit, because I know people are holding bags right now. It's just a cold time for the crypto in general. Because if we look at Bitcoin, it's like we're just dying for it to break out right here. If it breaks out right here, everything's going to go up. Everything follows Bitcoin. We need to get this bull cracking again. You got to get that whip and start whipping that bull. So if you're like me, and you were lucky enough to be buying a lot around this range, you're already sitting on profit. I mean, I like to brag before that I was 8x profit, because I was about 8 to 9x. But since I'm holding a little bit of bags, I'm probably only about 6x profit now, which is still great. I mean, in the stock market, it'll take you like 20 years to do that. But I would like to get here, I'd really like to see those big profits. So it's not about hope. It's about reading the charts and seeing what's going to happen. We want to see if Bitcoin's going to break out right here. If it breaks out, good things are going to happen. And it's buy. Right now, I'm just holding. I'm not selling anything. I'm not buying anything. But if Bitcoin breaks out, then it's Shiba time. I'll tell you that right now, because this is really poised to just explode if crypto starts getting hot again. That's why I sold some here. I did the smart thing, but honestly, I thought it was going to consolidate here. So I am holding a little bit of bags. I am holding a little bit. But hey, I'll buy more if it breaks out of this and Bitcoin breaks out at the same time, because then we're looking for the upside. So that is my very quick analysis on what is probably going to happen in each case scenario. Now I'll show you a worst case scenario while we're at it. Worst case scenario is if you don't hit that like and subscribe button right now. That would be the worst case scenario. But the best case scenario is obviously it breaks out, continues to run. Worst case scenario is it just kind of like nothing happens, and it just boom goes down below this line. If you see it break this line on heavy volume, that's going to be ugly, because the last support is here. If it doesn't hold here, I mean, it could probably go to here. Like, this isn't Bitcoin where, like a lot of governments and that kind of thing are using it as like actual currency as a store of value. SHIB, I am holding it. Look, I'm a bull, but like, let's be real. It could go to 0.500, like, or whatever you want to call it. That could happen. So be careful. Wait to see what it's doing here. But it's, in my opinion, it should be trading around here right now. It just took way too much of a beating. But what are you going to do? Keep holding, keep the faith. Not investment advice. Hit that subscribe button, and that's it. Peace out. Peace out.